you so much. That was wonderfully disturbing. And fun. Our next reader is Deb Olin Unferth. Deb is the author of 3 books. Her next book, a collection of stories, is coming out in March 2017 from Graywolf. Her fiction has appeared in Harper's, the Parish Review, Granta, Vice, Tin House, and McSweeney's. She is an associate professor at the University of Texas at Austin, and she teaches a workshop at a penitentiary in southern Texas. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us, Malvern. We love coming here. And thanks so much to everybody for coming. I'm not really reading my own work tonight. I am going to read an interview that I conducted with an inmate who is one of my students. The interview is called A Town Called Prison. Inmate 268237, interviewed by Deb Olin Unferth. The American countryside is dotted with prison towns of various sizes, and yet prison tourism information is still scanty. We've had a lot of curious travelers asking about incarceration, whether the penitentiary is worth the trip, the expense involved, and so on. Given that the prison population rate is higher in the United States than anywhere else in the world, there's a decent chance that a sightseer may inadvertently wind up visiting and even going for an extended stay. I've been teaching at prisons since 2012. Currently, I'm a mentor for the Penn Prison Writing Program, and I lead a workshop in a maximum security prison in southern Texas. Despite my frequent visits and correspondence with permanent residents, I can't always answer the questions I get from interested vacationers. I thought I could check in with one of the incarcerated citizens I work with and ask what a prison has to recommend it. I spoke with inmate 268237 to get the scoop. Deb, for starters, how is the town run? Inmate 268237. Well, it's run by a military regime of sorts. Over the years, there have been attempted coups, but none successful. They always end in heartbreak, pepper spray, tear gas, loss of privileges, and lockdowns. These coups happen so often that now there's an established appeasement custom. Think feudal England or the Hunger Games. Deb, feudal England, how charming. Is there a local coinage? Inmate 268237. Well, prison has recently gone through a major economic shakeup. Previously, our economy was based on cigarettes, which everyone feared weren't stable. But then our legislators went and banned them altogether, so now our economy is based on ramen noodles. So long as the ramen continues to trade at 30 cents, we're all right. But if the canteen starts to fluctuate like it did back in '09, well, maybe we should go back to the postage stamp standard. Deb, where is the best place to stay for all budgets? Inmate 26823. Chuckles. That's the kind of question only someone who's never been to prison would ask. All accommodations are standard issue. All the rooms are exactly the same, and there aren't any rooms with a view. Our government enforces strict uniformity. It's sort of like communist Russia. Scratch that. It's exactly like communist Russia. Deb, let's move to the goings-on. Are there activities for the whole family to enjoy? Inmate 268237. I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but there are activities for the whole family has to partake in. For example, when a prospective family member shows up, one of our duties is to do a chin check to see if they have heart. Deb, chin check? Heart? Inmate 268237. Basically, you punch someone in the face to see if they'll fight back, you know what I mean? See if they're a soldier or a little punk. But to get back to the topic, most family activities involve doing dirt, beat downs, often anyone who doesn't show proper respect, and from time to time, some housekeeping activities, you know, disciplinary activities, taking out the trash. Deb, I was thinking more along the lines of, once you're there, what would you recommend in terms of local events, popular attractions, sightseeing, that sort of thing? Inmate 268237. Oh, well, you definitely want to get some amateur-looking tattoos that will blur and fade over time. You want to participate in a riot, that's fun. You want to check out segregation, you know, solitary confinement. But, you know, all these things are going to happen to you anyway, so don't worry about missing out on the local flavor. It'll find you. Oh, bring your own needle for that tattoo unless you already have hepatitis. Deb, okay, be current on your vaccines, good advice. How does prison fare for hiking and other outdoor sports? Inmate 268237, there ain't no hiking, unless you mean the fence. I don't recommend it. Deb, why? Is the fence only for expert athletes? Inmate 268237, not exactly. It takes more than physical fitness to climb that fence and get away with it. As for outdoor sports, there are some, sort of. The soccer games, for example, always start off well enough, but it's hard to follow the ball because there ain't no grass, just dirt. And these guys kick up a lot of dust in the process. In fact, we call it our rec yard the Dust Bowl. Sometimes when you think you're watching a heated battle for the ball, you're actually watching a heated battle to stay alive. What sucks is the ball often gets kicked into the razor wire security fence. When we get the ball back, it's deflated, and it's the only ball we have to play with. Thankfully, you can still kick a deflated soccer ball, but I feel bad for the basketball players. Deb, why is that? Inmate 268237, they've got to play with that same deflated soccer ball. Deb, that's terrible. Are there any indoor activities? Inmate 268237, weightlifting is big. Handball is popular. There are a couple of broken exercise bikes in the gym. Deb, what's one thing you would tell people not to miss? Inmate 268237, loved ones. Don't even think about them if you can help it. Missing them all the time is debilitating. Don't miss soft pillows. Don't miss swimming pools, lakes, any large body of water. Don't miss ice cold draft beer. Don't miss dirty martinis. Oh, I miss those olives so much. Don't miss your favorite restaurant, sushi. Oh man, sushi with wasabi and ginger. Ginger, oh my God, Ginger. She's my golden retriever. I love that dog. I haven't seen her in 18 years. I hope she's okay. I left her with my brother, but he never answers the phone anymore. How old would she be now? She must be getting up there, like 27 by now. What's that in dog years? I don't know. Let's change gears. What's the flora and fauna like? Inmate 268237, concrete, lots of gray, no green, no trees, no flowers. We had some cats out by the loading dock, but when the warden found out about them, he had them all shot. I had a pet spider once, but this guy I was rooming with flushed him down the toilet. Deb, so there is running water. Okay, how about the architecture? Inmate 268237. Metal tables bolted to the floor, concrete pillars, welding seams, affected post-industrial absurdism that favors rigid inefficiency over aesthetics. Deb, what's the nightlife like? Inmate 268237. It's long, too long, and not private enough. I wish I could just be alone with my thoughts at night, but many times the people in the adjacent room are up to no good. Sometimes they have visits from nefarious characters that one would rather not listen to. The ventilation system does little to protect you from overhearing things, bad things, things that later officials might summon you to give a statement about. Don't be tempted. Remember, you didn't hear nothing. Sometimes you can hear things that, well, you can't unhear these things. Depending on how high everyone is, it can get kind of dangerous. Deb, I was wondering more like, are there good bars or hot spots with dancing? Inmate 268237. Well, after pill call, you can hit the showers where there's an active LGBT scene, or a passive LGBT scene if you prefer. Deb, I think there's a Q at the end of it now. Inmate 26, oh, Deb, is it easy to get around if you don't speak the language? Inmate 268237. No, we're not really allowed to get around, except for to pre-designated places at pre-designated times. As for language, it doesn't matter. Strict silence is enforced in public spaces. Most of our travels are indoors through a series of hallways, and COs get really pissed if you talk in the hallways. Mostly we go places together in groups. So, if you don't know where to go, just follow the group and you'll be okay. Should you stray, there's always a tour guide in uniform to halt you in your tracks. Kind of like a turnstile will if you don't get a good swipe on your subway card. Deb, happens to me all the time. So, how do you make travel arrangements? Inmate 268237. Travel to prison is super easy. I can't stress enough just how easy it is to get to prison. The courts arrange all the details for you. It's the return trip that gets complicated. Deb, have you completed all the items on your prison bucket list? Inmate 268237. It's more of an inverted bucket list. Don't get raped. Don't get AIDS. Don't catch another case. Don't stagnate. Don't get hooked on horse. Don't come back if you can help it. But you'll be back. Thank you.